Hi. So I'm going to do some channeling. I don't know what about. Probably something about love, probably, if I had to take a wild guess. So I hope you feel moved by what you hear. Okay. There is a time that comes for most humans. It is a time of looking inward. You initially spend much time looking outward to see how to survive, how to move forward, how to gather things, you see. It's always looking out, out, out at the beginning. How can I get my share? How can I get that human to care for me? How can I get this? How can I get that? So it has spent much time doing this. How can I get things? Get people? Then there comes a time in your life when you've got a bunch of people and a bunch of things. And somehow you start to wonder, how many things do I need? How many people do I need? And that's where everything gets to be a big mess because you don't know the answer. You don't know if it's a million or if it's one. So now, in order to hear your answer, you may ask the question several times, but eventually you'll want to listen to what the answer is. So then what? You sit down. You sit. You sit and wait. Wait for the answer. And how will you hear this answer, you think? What's the point of sitting there? The point of sitting there is you can't sit there until you know in your heart that you will hear the answer. Otherwise, you won't sit still. You might start asking people, humans, how many people do I need? How many things do I need? They will all have different answers. So, of course, you've already tried that. If you haven't, do that first. And then when you are finished, then you'll still have to sit still because now who knows the answer to this question that's going around and round and round in my mind? Where are the answers? Because when there's a question, an answer is always necessary. It's always needed by you. Otherwise, you wouldn't frame the thing in a question, you see. Now that you've framed the question, we are advising you to sit still and be quiet so you may hear the answer. Usually it's sort of a quiet answer. You have to listen carefully. And it's quite short usually, not an elaborate human proposition or proposing a long answer to a very complicated question that involves human ego, which is not involved in the universe of love, you see. So the answers are short and sweet, directly to the heart, and often quiet, so you can try a little harder to listen and get in that vibration. It is a love vibration. That's where your answers lie. In the love vibration. That's where all the answers lie. Because that's where you lie. Believe it or not, you look like a human being, but there's a large part of you that is energy. And it is in the love stream. Yes, you are energy. You are love energy, which is the highest form of energy that there is. It is high and clear. It rings true like a crystal bell. Clear and sharp. And that's when you'll know you have your answer. It will be just like a crystal bell. And then you won't be able to forget it, because it penetrates directly into your heart, you see. There are many other things you can forget that go through the mind, but when they go directly to the heart, oh, they stay right there. They stay in this area. This is your soul area, we like to call it, for you. Where your emotions and your connections and your love sit, your compassion, your caring, and your peace. They all sit right there. So when you are ruminating, sit down for heaven's sake and be quiet for a moment so you may connect with the universe of love, and you will get your answer. If you're quiet enough, it will be very clear, like a crystal bell, right into the heart. Right to the heart of the matter, you might say. Because when you wish to hear the answer, you will. When you don't want to hear it, you can't hear a thing. It's all muddled. But when it is time for you to hear the truth, you will be able to. So sit quietly and ask your question. How much is enough? Like a crystal bell, you will hear your answer. Ding. Like this. There is much love here for you. Namaste. I'm not the best singer, but I'll go along. So, I like the crystal bell idea though. It's very sharp and clear and penetrates quickly and easily.